Shalawam, I'm your brother Jeremiah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Midlands. And before we start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah Quadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam unto you hopeful elect, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalawam. The Lord is bringing a dearth to the earth. All right, and we know that word dearth, according to the Edamon online, got it queued up here. That word dearth is defined by scarcity of food. So the Lord is bringing a famine to the earth. All right, I got a couple of articles queued up here, pertaining unto that matter. All right, but this is one of the judgments of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right, bringing a famine, to where you would starve out or pine away, as the scriptures go into. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull that scripture real quick, pertaining unto that judgment. Let's go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword, which the modern day sword is the gun, all right, or any instrument used to put someone to death. All right, it says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. So to go without food, to starve out, man. All right, which that's the judgment that the Lord, one of the judgments that the Lord is bringing here to the earth, man, of famine. Okay. It says, for these pine away, stricken through the want of the fruits of the field. So as you can see here on the screen, you see their rib cage touching, their stomach is touching their back, figuratively speaking. That's the judgment that the Lord, or one of the judgments that the Lord is bringing here to the planet Earth, man. All right, and that 2/3 of the house of Israel and the rest of the world, being the heathen, starting with Esau, Edom, they're going to get caught up in. Okay, and it's going to be a mass number of people who die by way of famine. Okay, and matter of fact, I want to pull this precept real quick. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, getting straight to the point, and verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. And this is prophecy, man. Okay, there's a mass majority of people here on the earth, right here in the Americas, across the waters in the continent of Africa, Asia, so on and so forth. There is many people here on the earth that's going to perish, going to be deleted by way of famine. A very gruesome death, okay, to where your body, doesn't have, no food, no nutrients from the food that you're supposed to be eating. So it begins to pretty much eat away at itself, man. All right, a very torturous death. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And that just goes to show you that there's no escaping the judgments of the Lord. Famine is just one of the judgments that the Lord is going to bring. All right, and if you somehow have food stored up or come across some food, which you're going to have people looting each other, and they may, kill one another, delete one another, and come across some food. If you do that, or come across some food somehow, some way, the Lord is going to have the sword. The modern day gun is the sword today, or any instrument used to put someone to death, to put you to death. Okay, so there's no escaping the judgments of the Lord. And ultimately, the ultimate sword that the Lord is going to use is the nuclear missiles, man. So there's definitely no escaping that, man. Okay, unless you get beamed up. Isaiah 26:20. Enter thou, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Getting beamed up in the chariots of Israel, which they will call the so-called UFOs, man. All right, but let me get this real quick. 2nd Esdras 15 and 19, because I made the point that they're going to be looting. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Yeah, gonna be coming in with them ARs, them pistols, or whatever type of weapons they're gonna have at their disposal. All right, and they're gonna be doing what? It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so they're gonna be coming and taking whatever type of food, canned goods you got, man. Okay, ain't gonna have no pity upon his neighbor, man. All right, it could be a neighbor of 30 years, man. Okay, in that time when there's a famine, no food, no water, these resources running low, they're gonna come after you with the sword, man. Okay, so that's what times we're entering into, and this is all the judgment of the Lord, man. Okay, this is all according to prophecy. All right, so I got a few articles actually queued up here, but I don't have much time. But it says the Red Sea attacks, dealing with those Houthi rebels in Yemen. It says Red Sea attacks reverberate in food and ag trade. It says the Biden administration, which has coordinated an armed response to the attacks, said on Wednesday that it would label the rebel group as a specially designated global terrorists, dealing with them Houthi rebels. It says Houthi attacks on cargo ships in the Red Sea are disrupting grain shipments, that's dealing with food, grain, okay, from Europe, Ukraine, and Russia to customers in East Africa and Asia, with the potential to drive up food costs in import-dependent countries. All right, and we know that America, they also get, some of their food, imported, okay, from other countries, man. It says, with the potential to drive up food costs in import-dependent countries, said a think tank blog on Wednesday. While this worst-case scenario for the Red Sea crisis is still unlikely, the current disruption is a reminder of the fragility of supply chains and the need for countries to be flexible in sourcing food when disruption occurs. All right. We know that, this is just some attacks from some Houthi rebels in Yemen. All right. So imagine, when World War III, the big world's war breaks out, and what comes with war, the ugly, picture that comes with war is, the halting of foods, goods, and services, man. Okay. And, this prompted me to look up, how much food is exported, or imported, is imported, into America. It says America consumers seek a safe, diverse, and abundant food supply that is simultaneously affordable and available throughout the year. Yeah, these people are fat, man. Or they eat about 3 times a day and snack throughout the day. So these people are ripe, for this judgment of famine, man. Okay, they ain't gonna last, man. All right, and the only ones who's gonna last is the ones who have Yahawashi with them, man, which is the hopeful elect. It says to help meet their consumer demands, the United States imports about 15% of its overall food supply. Today, more than 200 countries or territories are roughly 120. Salakia. Today, more than 200 countries or territories and roughly 125,000 food facilities, plus farm supplies, approximately 32% of the fresh vegetables, 55% of fresh fruit, and 94% of seafood that Americans consume annually. All right, so you see all the amounts of food, that America is going to be missing, if war, halts the supplies of the imported foods that come in. Okay, so this place is pretty much ripe for the picking, man. Okay, I'm just skimming through these articles, man. It's a lot going on pertaining to famine, man. All right, and right now, just a prime example of how war can bring famine. It says here in ABC News, it says more than 500,000 people in Gaza face catastrophic hunger. Okay, UNRWA. It says a Hamas official called on the World Health Organization, or the WHO, to declare the Gaza Strip as a famine zone. You see that? And that's just the ugly picture of war, man. Okay, more than 500,000 people in Gaza are currently facing catastrophic hunger amid ongoing Israel-Hamas war, according to multiple United Nations organizations. Okay, and that's going to come to America. That's going to come to various different countries around the world, man. All right, it's going to hit all continents. All right, and that's the judgment of the Lord. All right, and I may mention that, the ones who have Yahawashi with them, being the hopeful elect, they're not going to be affected during this time, man, because the Lord is going to be with them. All right, and we're going to read it here in the book of Isaiah. And Lord will, we're of that number, man. Okay, we don't have to worry about these things, man. All right, the Lord got everything covered. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. I start at verse 12. It says, therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. And this is pertaining unto 2/3, man. All right, the Lord got a great slaughter for the majority of his nation, all right, of the house of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of today. It says, because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear. Yeah, and the Lord always spake by way of who? His prophets, man. All right, and the Lord has his prophets here today, man. He spoke by way of the prophets in the days of old, and he speak through the prophets here and now, man. Okay, Hebrews 1:1. It says, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets. So that's how the Lord speaks, man. Okay, so back in Isaiah 65 and 12, it says, in the latter, it says, when I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Yeah, these 2/3 being rebellious, though it be told to them by way of the prophets, that's how the Lord is speaking to them to repent, which means to turn back to Yahawashi, but they carry on in their sins, man. All right, they choose that in which the Lord delighted not. So, the Lord is bringing a judgment to them, okay, which is the sword, as we read, bringing a slaughter. All right, but verse 13, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, my servants shall eat. So pertaining unto the 144,000, starting with them, on down to the great multitude, the 1/3, they're going to eat during the times of famine, man. Okay, because that judgment is not for them. All right, and Lord will, we're of that number. That judgment is not for us. It says, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. 2/3 are going to be hungry. They're going to be lacking during these times, man. All right, and that's going to be a big reason why 2/3, they're going to go down to Egypt for help, which it says, woe unto you who go down to Egypt for help, which means destruction, and they're going to end up taking what? That karagman, man. They're going to take that RFID micro C-hip, thinking that that's going to get them some food, man. And it may get them a little bit of food for the moment until they get destroyed by the missiles, man. All right, so, choosing, to get the RFID, all right, or going to Esau for help, is a lose-lose situation, man. All right, but it says, behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Yeah, we're going to rejoice because we're going to have our power, with us, man. All right, the only one who can save us out of these different judgments that the Lord is bringing, man, such as famine. All right, and they're going to be ashamed because they trusted in Egypt, man. Okay, a failing system that's going to fail them in this time, man. Okay, a system that was never for them. Okay, but just getting into some of the signs, just briefly reading this, because the Lord told us, this will be the sign of the end. All right, this will also be a sign pertaining that, he's about to make his second return. Matthew 24 and verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And we're seeing it, man. With the Israel-Hamas war, the conflict with the Houthi rebels, in the U.S. and UN, okay? The tensions between South Korea, North Korea, China, Taiwan. These things are going down. The Russian-Ukraine conflict, these things have been forespoken, and they are written, man. This is prophecy. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And what else? We got the whole Civil War, talks going in the air, about the whole Texas border, okay, about letting the migrants in, man. Okay. So it's going down, man. Prophecy is being fulfilled. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. So you see, these are part of the signs, man. Famine, okay? You got a famine going on right now at the Gaza Strip, declared a famine zone. And also, I got another article dealing with Ethiopia, okay, if it'll pull up. All right, Ethiopia is facing a famine as well, man. Okay, so it's going down. Reading on, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse manners and in diverse places. Excuse me. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So reading this article just a little bit briefly, it says Ethiopia starvation, fear of famine, and Tigray grows, man. All right, so famine is hitting all over, man. And one of the places that it's gonna hit is America, man. Okay, the great whore. All right, so Lord will, this is edifying through the spirit and the power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The Lord is bringing a dearth to the earth, and a dearth, according to the Edamon online, is a scarcity of food. The Lord is bringing a famine, man. All right, and the only one we can depend on is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. All right, so before I end off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, call Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah Quadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam unto you, hopeful elect. Shalawam.